We thought we'd just take you guys on the road with us today. We're supposed to record pod today, but we thought we'd just do it on the road. We're on our way to a field trip. So we're in the car, and I have no idea what we're going to be talking about today, which is probably the best way to do this. But first of all, can you start by just sharing the story of cream cheese this morning?
So we're on our way.
How do you eat a bagel and I get cream cheese on my sweatshirt?
We're on our way to Columbia State Park, which, have we been there before?
No.
Okay, so heck of a far away field trip, number one. So I'm trying to eat something. It's very early in the morning, and I make myself this delicious sourdough bagel with cream cheese. Anyway, so I'm in the car, and I don't know how it happened, but basically I got cream cheese on the center console, which then got on his sweatshirt. But being we are in my car, I am very well prepared and had wipes, so I cleaned it up. Can't even tell.
Yeah. Perfect. Yes, we just left the school. The good thing is that we don't have to ride the bus.
We do not have to ride in the bus.
2 hours in the bus.
2-hour ride. Oh my gosh. Why are you laughing?
Because you're funny. 2 hours.
It's a far field trip.
It is far, but it would have been really awkward.
Ashley didn't even believe me that we were going to Columbia.
Well, she's just not as in tune to the kids as we are, I guess. I don't know.
Ash, we're going to Columbia.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I know I have the question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why are we both going on a field trip?
I don't know why. Well, one, you can't go by yourself.
I can't go by myself.
So
and
that means I
wanted
have
to
to go. You were feeling well enough to at least get here today. So we'll take advantage of it.
Yeah, because it's a nice, bright, sunshiny day. Which the weather has been kind of crappy, so it's nice. It's a nice day. Anyway, okay, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
How was your week?
My week? Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
I bet it was.
Yeah. Played a little bit of golf.
A little bit?
Yeah, just twice.
In 1 week?
It's not even that much.
For hoop?
Well, if we're on the Oscar scale, not even that much.
I don't think that you should compare your golf game to Oscar.
I don't compare my game to his,
Your
just
time.
the amount of times I've played to his.
I
feel like that makes me look really good. It's beneficial. But besides that,
most husbands.
Yeah, pretty basic week. Played a couple rounds of golf. That was it.
Do you want to
finally mowed my lawn?
Do you want to share a story about golf?
Yeah. So sometimes, being as athletic as I am, I'm probably like a I don't know, 11 out of 10 on the athleticism scale.
Oh.
Right. My knee just is not able to keep up with me as much anymore. It just decided that it was time for a little rest. While I was trying to put a tee in the ground, forgot to work, which then led me, to face down on the tee box, which was cool.
I loved hearing that story first.
Yeah, so it was nice. But the guys I was playing with were like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay? You okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Just like this happens every once in a while where it's just my knee gets tired. It says I need to take a break." So just did. And every once in a while it would, bother me throughout the hole or throughout the round, but whatever. It was fine.
Yeah.
Right? Then I get home and tell the story, and you and McKenna just start laughing at me.
Like ridiculously laughing.
Zero compassion whatsoever.
Well, because I'm just imagining you almost face planning at the golf course. It's kind of funny. He's fine.
Yeah.
They didn't have to call the ambulance.
I did eagle that hole, though, just so we're on the same page.
Don't be alarmed.
Man, too bad we aren't live. That would have been awesome. Like, we got the world's craziest car accident.
What did you even do?
What did I drove? I drove the car. What do you mean, what did I do? Not my fault you got a bootleg magnet for the phone holder?
That's what I get for buying something on the TikTok shop.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Yeah. 100% that's what you get.
How do you know? You
How
bought
was your
everything
week?
off the TikTok shop. TikTok shop.
Never have I bought anything off TikTok shop.
TikTok shop is awesome, especially when they give you coupons. Ooh, brace yourselves. Red light.
How was your week, dear?
Mm,
Pretty eventful.
yeah. Same as any other week. I'm on the field trip. That's the highlight of my week.
Yeah.
For sure.
And with the weather this week, it was rainy and cold and gross outside. It wasn't looking good.
No, and I do not do well in that kind of weather, especially when it changes. Like, after a while, I get used to the rain, like in the winter, and you just function, well, to the best of my abilities. But sometimes I need a day or a few.
Or 3. Yeah.
Sometimes I have little windows of I'm okay in the day. So, I mean, yeah. Anyway, so I'm not very interesting. So,
All right, what do we got going on today?
so today,
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 just going to do accents from here on out. That's it. Okay.
I can't pick where my accent would ever be from.
It's just, you don't have a choice. It just happens. I don't know where mine is from. Maybe it's not even an accent.
I don't know, but they always make me laugh.
It's just Looney Tunes.
So I read an article and it was talking about millennial children. And it got me thinking of like millennial children, like that are happening now. And I was like, well, technically we're millennials. And when my children, I've already had them. Like they're not like even little. So I looked up the generations, like out of curiosity. And I think I was surprised by some of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that would be interesting to talk about because I think they each come with like a stigma. So,
Pros and cons.
no, just kind of like the generalization of what that generation does,
Mm.
means, anything like that.
Okay.
And then I wanted to argue the point that
Oh.
I don't think we are millennials.
Me either.
And because, yeah, millennials have a stigma too. And I guess that's why it like annoys me. But maybe I should just fight for the millennials.
Okay. Riveting.
So,
What are we? Are we different?
what do you mean?
Generation. What do they call us?
You and me?
Yeah. Are we the same generation at least? Good point. Okay.
Is that real?
No, I was
That
just
really
kidding.
happened. Okay. So, from 1928 to 1945, so like our grandparents' generation, they call it the silent generation. Yeah.
Boy, they missed there.
Or the traditionalists, which makes sense, right? And when I think about it, and like my grandparents, it was just very, this is what you did, and
Interesting.
what you don't take.
Well, if you think of my grandparents, one set was very traditional. The other set was. Is there a boat on the freeway today on this road? Why does your truck sound like a boat?
It does sound like a boat.
And it bounces. Anyway, and my my other set of grandparents, it would probably be anything but traditional. Yeah?
Yeah, I agree.
Thank
I
you.
agree, actually.
One
That's
for-
interesting. Do you want to explain to the people how it's not traditional? Like an example?
So many. I mean,
Well, your grandparents were never married.
yeah,
They
never
weren't married.
technically married. Yeah, you can start there,
Yeah.
right? They were
Which is
together for a very
very-
long time.
Very taboo in that time, for
Mhm.
sure. My grandparents both just married to the traditional, married to the same person and that only person in a long time. Well, one set, and then my other died around like 20 years of marriage, and then she never remarried. But okay, so the next generation, the baby boomers, which definitely a stigma, right? So they're the baby boomers, and they're 1946 to 1964. So our parents, and it was the mad rush to have babies when World War II was over. Apparently, war makes people horny.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong. I don't like, what? What do you mean? Like, you come home from war and we're just
Heck
gonna have
yeah,
babies?
that's all you're thinking about.
So,
I mean, that's like a motivation to get home.
well, and when I think of baby boomers, well, it's the largest generation. I know that. Also, they were very opposite of their parents, like the traditionalists. Not that they like necessarily marriage wise, but you have like the free love movement, Woodstock, hippies. Like, that's kind of what I think of the baby boomers.
I think that would have been a really fun era to live in.
Burning of the bras.
Yeah.
So basically, I should blame like how I had to work on the baby boomers.
You having to get a job is a baby boomer's fault.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm fully on board with the traditionalists, and you can afford to live your comfortable.
That's the wrong lane.
Your comfortable life with one income would have been nice. I say that now because I can't work, but
Well, anyway,
do you ever wonder how people maybe that
I've let you drive before. I have a lot of questions. Yeah.
every time you brake, I think that we're gonna go flying.
What?
Because that's what happens. The camera goes flying.
Oh, the camera's going flying. Well, I was going to say, we've never flown when I've used the brake.
The camera's going to go flying because, well, according to Nick, it's because I bought
TikTok shop.
the holder off of the TikTok shop. Tell me why I love the TikTok shop. They offer coupons. And they have fun things that are not expensive. All right, yes, I got it then when I said it. Okay. The next generation is Generation X, which is like your siblings or Generation X.
That would be like X amount. Well, they don't count till they had me.
They call it the rise of the internet generation. You know, when you started like the first video games, the very first of all the things.
That's the beginning of technology.
Beginning of technology. You know, computers were ginormous, but they like, you know, figured them out, and it started rise of the internet. So yeah, and then we get from 1981 to 96, which feels like a really wide span of years, is the millennials. And millennials, or Generation Y, I've never actually heard it called Generation Y before, but millennials or Generation Y is come of age with internet. And okay, so yes, but I feel like kids born in the 90s are definitely different than kids born in the 80s.
Yeah, 100%.
And when I say that, I mean, like, we were still playing Oregon Trail in school. Our computers were this like little screens that were like 4 inches big, but this huge computer. We had what was those first like video game consoles?
Nintendo.
They were like big, and you know, they had the wires, and it was like you could play this ping pong game. I don't even know what it's called, but Pog.
That was more my siblings' generation. We were more Nintendo.
Okay.
Super Nintendo. It started to evolve quickly there.
Speaking of Pog, I had a, I don't know why, but this pops into my head. Do you remember, what did they call it? Those, you would play it, hang on, hold the thought. Dang it. You had a slammer, and you would play.
Yeah.
What is that? Why am I having like a vision?
Those were, was that Pogs?
What, is that why I'm thinking about it?
Yeah, so maybe I had the other, Pong. Maybe it was Pong. Pong was on the Atari.
Okay.
Pogs is the thing with the slammer, and then you flip them over, you got to keep them.
The weirdest game. I feel like
you spent a lot of money on those.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're,
That's a good call.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was definitely some elementary school. We had arbors that we would like meet in the arbor. That's why my voice went like that. In the arbor, and we would play with our slammers. And like, I remember Vanessa was so excited because she had a glittery one.
Of course. course you did.
Of course you did. But anyway. Dang it, that was a great side note.
Yeah.
So
you know what they call that now? Now it's called a side quest. It's not a side night. Side quest.
You're going on a quest?
Yeah.
Why is that like?
I don't know, but hang out with the kids. They're teaching you.
Side quest? Oh, is it like a Dungeons and Dragons?
No, dear God, they don't have no idea what that is.
Oh, that's a good point. What do they do now?
Never mind. Keep going where you were at.
Anyway, so the coming of age with the internet, and I get that, but I feel like I didn't have a pager. Hit me on my hip. Didn't have a pager. You shaking your head. Until end-ish of high school. Like it wasn't. It's not like we had a computer in our house.
You didn't have a cell phone at the end of high school?
I might have. Is it a flip phone? So maybe like junior year I had a pager. Okay, we'll go with high school pager. And then kind of flipped over to, I believe I didn't get a cell phone until like senior year of high school. And it was definitely
a Razor.
Something crazy.
They had the Nokia.
Yes.
Yeah, the only game on there was Snake.
Snake game. Yeah. They definitely didn't have social media.
No. That's why it's hard to kind of put us in the same category as the 90s kids, especially the later 90s kids.
Yeah.
Like, they were...
Well, because it's going to 96. And when I think of 90s, I think of, like, our older nieces and nephews are, born in the 90s. And I'm thinking, like, no, I don't see it.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that just shows you how fast technology evolved in that decade. In those 2 decades, it just completely exploded.
It did.
And it was hard to keep pace with it. To be able to stay up to date.
This is an interesting conversation because I actually looked into it because I told you I was a little offended about the millennial comment.
Mm-hmm.
You mean shocker?
That you were offended.
Whatever. So I looked it up and there is actually a thing called micro generations or cusp generations, and it actually says that from 1977 to 1983, so we actually fall into that little micro cusp, and they call that the Zennials. And it kind of is a little, like, almost a little bit of both, and that makes sense to me, right? Like, you remember these things, but your life really was you went outside and played and rode your bike until the streetlights came on.
Yeah.
And I don't think 90s kids did that.
I would agree. I had this conversation with a client actually on Sunday about marketing, right? Social media, how we use it, stuff like that. And there was a kid there who actually, she graduated in like 07, so she was a 90s kid, right? And she was saying, I was explaining to them like why I have to do these things, because I have to reach different people, right? Different demographics, and that's where they're at, so we have to go meet them where they are. So that's why on my TikTok, if you look at my TikTok, there's me doing cartwheels across the living room, right? Not my idea of a good time. And they're like, what, you did cartwheels? I said, well, I don't know if you call them cartwheels, but I did it. And then we started talking about, like, yeah, when we grew up, like, you never just went to your neighbor's house and drank out of their hose because you were thirsty. Like, never. Or make sure during recess, you were the first one to get to the water fountain so you weren't sucking on it after somebody else did. Like, just the things we had to go through in life.
And the lines.
Right. You'd be dying. Like, everyone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, next, right? Whatever it was. Like,
oh, dang, yes.
Yeah. Or, they don't know that if you, in the summertime, if you turn the hose on and just start drinking, you're about to scold the inside of your mouth because that water's just been sitting in that hose for 2 days burning up.
Yes.
So, I like the micro because it is completely different. Like,
do you remember the slides that were made out of, like, literally silver
skin,
metal?
because there were so much skin burnt off on it.
Gosh.
Or the little carousel thing, you used to murder people with it.
This is what I'm saying. We are not soft.
No, I don't think.
Okay, that was rude. I don't think millennials are.
You just called a bunch of kids soft.
They're not even kids. They're totally great functioning adults. I I was annoyed because I think there should be respect for this cusp of no, we still had to do the hard things.
Yeah, we were the transition.
The transition,
right?
yes. Not the millennials didn't have hard things. What I'm saying is they had more, like they had search engines on, internet things. Apps were coming alive. I think it is different, and there was more electronic things in your life than.
Well, it was easier to, I don't know if easier is the right word or not, but it was more convenient for technology to raise a kid than for you to have them outside and gone. Like literally, we would be gone all day.
Yeah.
Home by dinner. But there's also repercussions if you weren't home by dinner too, right?
Yes.
And so life just is at a way different pace now. Even, if they're playing sports or in activities, like it's so much more dedication to it. Right. You don't really have time to be out with your friends hanging out on a Thursday on spring break. You probably have, training or music lesson or whatever it is, right? An acting class. Like it's so much more into that stuff too, that the free time that we had, because it was just more recreational sport or recreational activity, you had a lot more time to be out with your friends and hanging out and doing that kind of stuff. So I think it's not them, right? The world is different.
No, I think. Oh.
It's quite the tumble.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I just started doing it the other day. My name's Jeff.
Where did you get that?
Oh, you haven't seen the memes?
No.
It's like, I'll send you one.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
like, there's this one where it's like, it's a movie, but they just did a voiceover.
What movie is that?
No, it's just a meme. The meme was taken from a movie. It wasn't, my name's Jeff wasn't in the movie. I don't think. I don't know. I'll find the origin of it. But it's funny because it's like
So
this big bad guy that like he can't talk. Why is your partner talking? He just goes, my name's Jeff.
Okay.
So every time somebody hit a bad shot golf, I'd just be like, my name's Jeff. Oh, I can't believe you've never heard it.
Oh, all right. Anyway, so, sorry about our interruption there. I did drop it. Anyway, stop driving crazy.
We hit a pebble and the $1 million phone
My TikTok shop. You know what? Okay. Yeah. We have to do more filming before I can spring for something not on the TikTok shop. Anyway, I think millennials.
What she meant to say is we need more subscribers. So hit that button and comment. And you know what I think we'll do? Every comment that we get on our YouTube, we respond to. Good, bad, or ugly.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm here
So
for
hit
it.
that subscribe button.
Please. And if there's things that we should talk about, like
no. Don't give us no ideas because I ain't trying to talk about what people want to talk about.
Why?
Because I want to talk about what I want to talk about.
You never even know what we're talking about.
That's also true. I'm open to ideas.
Anyway,
right.
So millennials. Okay, so to me, I think of millennials as the iPod generation. Like that's what I would call them, right? Like that's when those things were coming out. Like you get an iPod, and some of the kids had like the Nokia phones, right? Like your parents could keep track of you to that extent. Like you were more mobile. Get it? Mobile phone. So, whereas we were that cusp generation that wasn't a possibility. Everyone had a house phone, and that's what you called. But we had answering machines, and those were interesting when your friends left messages on those. Then your parents would be like, "Who's this?" Yeah.
Yeah, I got threatened on one time.
Stop it! On your home answering machine.
Yeah, and then my parents were like, "Hey, come listen to this," and I listened to it, and I was, I couldn't remember the night before. Like what happened. I was like, I have no idea what this even means. It's pretty wild, yeah. Ballsy of them though to leave a message like that.
Yeah, no. On your home answering machine. Hi, this is the Smith family. Listen up, you little.
Yeah, no, 100% that's what it was.
Yeah.
Don't let me catch you in the streets again. I was like, dang. I was the wrong bear last night, didn't I?
Apparently. Who did you mess with at the park? Anyway. After millennials, There is, okay, so 1997, so it's 1997 to 2012 is the digital natives.
Okay.
So they're the coming alive in the age of tech.
Yeah.
And it actually, 2 out of 3 of our children are in that generation. I actually, not because I'm a parent of 2 of them, but
because you're a parent of 2 of them.
No, I'm also an aunt to many in that generation as well.
Oh man, my son's calling. Gotta take it. We'll be back. And we're back. That was probably like a really short break if you don't screw up editing this. But
we had to take a pause and answer our son's phone call, which he is so excited, and we are so excited. He got the MOS that he wanted, and so proud of him, and so excited.
Cool.
Yeah.
He needs some good news. He got it today, so.
He did, and he will be in Texas.
Yeah, which is a lot closer.
It is a lot closer.
Yeah, so that's
goodbye, Florida.
It was nice.
It was nice, but he's so far from his parents. Oh, I'm so scared you're gonna fly again. Oh, dang, TikTok shop. Brace yourselves. Okay, so.
So the way this works is we film on this, and then they just kind of watch it on something. It's not like an interactive ride.
It should be.
Yeah,
you should like come on the ride with us. Anyway.
Okay, can we get back to this?
Yes, please. Sorry. So the digital.
I haven't seen the bus yet, bro. Did I get smoked by a school bus today?
I told you to get smoked by a school bus.
That's
embarrassing. So the digital natives were 1997 through 2012, and yes, I like.
So now you have those kids are your graphic designers, right?
Yes.
You're the ones that are like, hey, I can't figure out this app.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
How do I connect the Bluetooth mic to my phone so I can record on the road?
Oh my gosh. Well,
right?
The grandparents call them like.
Oh, can you log in?
Can you come over?
Yeah.
Connect me? Yeah. It's
my parents don't sound like that, so I don't know what grandparents you're talking about.
I just try to make a different voice, but yeah, I mean. Can you drive correctly? Please?
I have no idea why I do like that.
He's yelling at you. So, they're the video gamers that, like there was, again, I read a lot of my news. Totally separate topic, but I read a lot of my news and from different sources because I feel like then I'm actually getting the truth instead of his side, her side. And it was an announcement, like they were calling like video gamers to become, what do you call them? Air traffic controllers because of their ability, their hand dexterity. Good one, but like this is what they can do, and like fly drones and things like that. Like this is the generation that's got it on lock, and so you should probably have a technical career. Or you could have a technical.
You could, yeah, definitely.
Should have afforded it like that, yeah.
Sure.
Interesting, because they've always had internet, laptops, like easy access to the world. Like it's not just your neighbors. It's you now can talk to people anywhere in the world quickly, and
that's when gaming became a career.
Yeah.
Right. It blew up. Streaming. I don't even know people. Like I still don't really know how it works. But if they make money because they just are online for like 36 hours straight.
Yeah.
It's weird, but people watch it.
Well,
it's good for them.
Social media generation. Like they have everything is, instead of talking to your friends, you're now sending stuff through the apps.
Yeah.
I can word it differently if I'm talking about now. I'm just trying to back up to this digital native generation. And I kind of want to go back to that generation, but also the generation now is called the Alpha generation. And they are literally, the side note, like the note for them is children of millennials. I mean, they don't even get their own identity. You're just a kid of a millennial.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Well, you know what I think of when I say that?
No.
I'm going to tell you. So, like, millennials, they, like, we still didn't, like, have tracking apps, right? You weren't, like, I couldn't see where you were going. Live 360 was not a thing, right? And I'm talking about more 90s. Obviously, like, I think 80s kids, there was just, like, your parent, literally, you had to be outside, and when it got dark, you better be inside, and you would say you're going to a sleepover at Lisa's house, and you went to that
Lisa's house and have a sleepover. That's what you did.
Children are going to watch this.
I understand, but I don't keep things like that for my kids. But I think because...
Can we keep it from them until they're done being teenagers?
Do you think our teenagers are going to watch these?
Ours? Yes, and use everything they can against us.
Well, they get talked about a lot. But, like, those things didn't exist. You didn't know what was happening. You just took their word for it because the parents that you were allegedly staying over at their house, they were asleep by 9 p.m. Like, they didn't know what you were doing. You were sneaking out. You were like a pro thief in the night.
Okay. So you just want to
Thief
rob
in the
people?
night. No, I just meant like you were sneaking. You could be. It was like unless you got caught, obviously, but I never got caught. Anyway, I mean, my parents were divorced, hot mess express, so it's not like they knew where I was anyway. But
My parents were married and at home and didn't know where I was either.
you're the youngest of 4. I think, like,
They really didn't give a shit.
they just got tired. I understand. We have 3. I'm tired. So, anyway, fast forward. The children of the millennial generation. Since that's what we call them now. So the alpha-ers.
How are you the alpha generation and you have your own name?
Really, if anything, they should be offended, but they're not old enough to be offended by it yet.
No,
Or
they're offended.
they're offended
for
by
sure.
everything. But
Right. They were born offended.
The children of millennials. Maybe they don't because they take on whatever their millennial parents like their viewpoints. Like we still don't like they don't have their independence yet.
Okay.
Maybe later they'll have their own like tagline. I don't know. Or maybe because now Live 360 find friends, and I know Snapchat you can like share your locations, like where all your friends and family are. Like it's stalker generation. So like my kids don't get away with nothing, and we have an adult child, and I know where he is at all times. And it becomes like an obsessive compulsive
That's
thing to
weird,
know where
yeah.
they're at. Like before I sleep at night, like I need to make sure they're all home.
Yeah, I'm not the same way.
Oh.
If I check periodically, but not like all the time.
Sometimes I check your location, but if you're not home, I feel like you're at the golf course.
Okay.
Just kidding. Anyway, so backing up a little bit to Generation Z, and I guess Alpha, but for us, our Generation Alpha kid doesn't have a phone or anything like that yet.
No.
I think you have, well, for us, I know it's just trying to protect them and keep them kids as long as we can, but also
What 9-year-old needs a phone?
I mean, I could see, like, if your parents are divorced or you go to, like, daycare or, like, and your parents want to get a hold of you or one of the parents wants to get a hold of you, I could see it. They do. I mean, Mass says there's kids in our class that have phones.
Okay.
So, they do have phones.
I don't have that experience. We're not divorced. I don't know yeah.
I mean, we can only talk about our opinions on it and what we did, right? And why we felt that way.
Yeah. I'm not like judging you. I'm trying to put myself in those shoes and think, would I want my 9-year-old to have a phone? But then my brain says, well, if they're with you, I would just call you to talk to them. But that's a large assumption that we have a functioning co-parenting relationship. And I know that's not the case for everybody. And I don't know if it would be for us either. So it's hard. I can't really say. So I'm forming my opinion of the situation out loud. That's what I just did right there.
Huh.
That was a process, huh?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta put myself in that situation to be like, I wonder what I would do. Well, I don't know what the situation would be, and I don't know what other people's situation would be,
right.
or is. So, is it to me to say whether all 9-year-olds should have a phone or not? It's not. My 9-year-old does not have a phone.
No, and we give,
and more because she would just lose it. Honestly, like, how many phones you gonna buy the 9-year-old? That's more
if you did, I guess I would hope it would be like a cheap one, not like a brand new iPhone or something. But I digress.
Me too.
So I feel like, or for us, we give our kids phones when they're going into middle school, and that is because that's the age of like they're more independent. Like they want to stay for after school activities, things like that. And like, I need to be able to coordinate where I'm picking you up. You have a little more freedom, right? Ironic because
I like the bullshit likes the Sonics. So.
Okay. We, like, however you got home, like, did your parents worry about how you got home? Like, did they pick you up? I just feel like
they would drop me off and say, try to find a ride. If not, walk.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that's how it was, but yes, so our kids.
And especially the distance we lived from the middle school, that would have been like, my parents never would have picked me up.
Oh my gosh, and we totally picked ours up, but.
It was like 30 minutes it would take me to walk home in elementary school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea where you are.
25. There was 2 ways I could go home from middle school. If I took the fastest way, probably 20 minutes. If I went the other way, which had more people, more friends, then it was like 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Well, and the walk is a moseying pace. You're just like hanging out, talking, like, la
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, nowadays it's like, that's crazy.
Oh no. Well, and it's busy now. Like, the world's loud now. There's so many activities, and you keep your kids so busy and scheduled, and it just became fast too. Like, I don't know. It's crazy because now, and we had rules on apps and like have all of the parental controls and all of that. And even though some of them tried to figure out ways around them,
I think all of them do.
I was just thinking about our kids, but
all of our kids do.
Yeah, except for sometimes. I mean, you can't spill too many secrets. Well, actually, we should tell them our secrets. So sometimes.
Easy. Tell me your deepest, darkest secret.
No, I would just get like a notification like, oh, your friend, McKenna Grace, is on Instagram. Like, oh, really? How funny. Like, she should have Instagram. Oh, those days. Anyway, and then Snapchat, TikTok, we have so many rules on all of them and the research. Well, and even rules on, like, we have a family iPad. I guess you could say that the 9-year-old has hijacked, and like her things are on her kids' YouTube and whatever's on there. And she was all about, like, she really wanted Roblox. I think our older ones did too, and I had nixed it. I research again. I read a lot of things.
I feel like Delta was going to do that too.
Yeah, and I researched it, and after I found out more, like, absolutely not. And our rule was, if someone can get to you, like have a private conversation with you, that is not an app that you need. And that was my opinion, our opinion on it. And Roblox was one of those apps that did not have good control, like where you couldn't have people meet you. And now it's coming out. I don't know. Like, I watched Sean Ryan, and I watched his episode. He was talking to a hacker, and within minutes there was multiple child predators approaching a pretend like 12-year-old kid. And they weren't even doing anything or saying anything. They were just in like playing Roblox, and that really creeped me out. And he was, I guess, a victim of grooming on Roblox. So I really, really liked. Pause again. So not a fan of Roblox.
Not a fan of any app where you can DM like that. Which means you should probably get all the kids the poker app that I have, because there's no DMs on the poker app. And they can learn math.
That's what you get from that.
Mhm.
I get that they can become addicted, and it's a gateway drug to gambling. That's what that tells me. What I think is most of them, if not all of them, are dangerous, and parental controls are important. And at least the millennials have some idea of apps and some knowledge of it. But these kids are smart, and they definitely manipulate the system, and you have to prevent them from adding and deleting apps on their own, monitor their phones. You really do. So although it's great that we can stalk our children, it's also opens up their world. And it's you can talk to people anywhere in the world, right? With most of any social media chat rooms, whatever they are. And we were coming of age, like AOL chat rooms. I remember that. And you just don't know. I mean, our parents definitely couldn't have or wouldn't have thought to monitor those computers, even if they're in the living room. You're like talking to random people. But you're really opening it up now, all these apps, and there is a lot of like pedophiles on these apps that are grooming children from anywhere, and that's crazy. Sent pictures. We've had to have the talk with our children, like, you do not send pictures of yourself that are like what is the word I'm looking for? Incriminating. Any sort of nudity at all or anything like that. But these kids, especially teenagers, hormones and all of the things, and you give them a phone with apps. Scary. It's very scary. So
yeah, what I was thinking? Like, if you think about, like, if my grandfather was around now to see kids and just see the changes, like, to the generation of the technology, he would be losing his mind. Like, just so upset at how reliant we have become on those things.
yeah,
Because even our parents adjusted late in life to it, because it's inevitable, it's going to happen.
right.
But they adjusted. But I think the generation prior to that, at least in my experiences, yeah, we're going to be like, you idiots, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
This is why you're so dumb. This is why you can't change a tire. This is why you pay $100 to get your oil changed, right? Like, all these things. I'm going to hold the wheel.
You should hold the wheel.
Practical.
Do you want me to take your coffee though?
No.
Practical life experiences, I do think, are on the decline. You used to have to know how to do all of these things.
You can't read a Thomas guide, right?
Oh, Lord.
Can you imagine? Throw a kid out anywhere and be like, here, find your way back.
Oh my gosh.
Their compass doesn't work on their phone, or they can't find their friend's location and then say, take me there, and then just go. It's like,
very reliant on the phone for everything.
even our son couldn't get around town when he first got his license without GPS. Like,
because they don't pay attention.
No.
Their face is in their phone. It is.
Right.
Well, and we've gotten bad too. Like, I know how to use an app, but it would take a minute to figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
But we would survive. No, it's interesting. And we've become reliant on it too. It's easy. It's convenient. Your calculator's on your phone. All of these things that you could have wanted. Anything that you want, you can find an app for. So it is convenient. But there's these specialties that you kind of forget. Like changing your tire. You can just go to the AAA app. Help.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is. But
that's our take on generations and how screwed up we are nowadays. Teach your kids how to change a goddamn tire. Just kidding. Because my kids don't know how to change tires.
No,
Is
they
that
just
bad?
call you. Our son's a Marine. He's fine. I'm sure they teach him how to do those things.
They teach you how to change tires.
On an airplane.
Have you spent any time with a remote?
Love Ramon.
So do I. Also Marine.
He can do things. Did you not see that amazing park?
He did build the park.
Built a park for Georgia. Yeah, he can do all the things. Helped you with your gazebo thing.
Oh, that was his father.
He's very handy.
His father was clutch in that. So
Anyway. I mean, really, when you go over the generations and the things, like they've all had to overcome something. And, you know, this generation is going to have to overcome changing a tire. I think when you just look at it in a different point of view, it's, yes, these, you know, apps and doing things on your phone are easier. But side note, well, not really, but kind of.
side quest.
Side quest. At our daughter's last dance, we were taking pictures. And one of her friends had like a camera, a digital camera. And, you know, we had digital cameras in high school, like digital cameras came out. And, you know, like an after we had them. And she literally took it out of her dad's hand. Was like, do you even know how to use this? And we both looked at each other and started laughing. Because, like, yeah, actually, this is what we had. We didn't have phones, cameras, and everything else. And I'm thinking, why don't you use your phone? You have so many filters and apps for great photos. And, I mean, you don't need a digital camera that you have to go take home and download the SIM card. And like, what are you doing? They've made things so easy with great cameras, but you needed the digital camera? I'm very confused by this. But they're making a comeback. They're like a thing. They were on our kids' Christmas list.
Yeah, they're just a thing. Yeah, it's not better quality.
It's just another toy. But yeah, I'm like, what?
To be fair, though, she did have to show me how to use it because I didn't remember how to use the camera.
You didn't know how to use the camera?
No, not.
And I wasn't even talking about you. It was
Oh,
the dad.
other
It was
dad?
the dad of
Oh,
the
yeah, because they had
girl.
me take pictures too. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got this. And I was like, I don't have this.
They're literally the same.
Mm-hmm.
A color, like I remember when the colored ones came out, I was like, ooh, ah. But
Yeah.
anyway, so interesting. Things actually do always make a comeback. Which some generational things I like. Like the mom jeans made a comeback, and those are kind of fun. I mean, I still like my skinny jeans. I don't actually care what my daughter says, but I have a hard time with the looser baggy
Me too.
jeans. I do love skinny jeans.
I mean, your skinny. I don't like my skinny jeans. I love your skinny jeans.
Yeah. But it is interesting when things make a comeback. Headbands. It's going to be interesting. Wonder what the next generation is going to be called. They're going to be known for
Robots
robots, the robotic generation. We should see.
building a house on Mars.
Well, I mean, they've seen the backside of the moon now, so
Did they see the ninth wonder of the world, though?
what's the ninth wonder of the world?
Backside of water.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
Not me. We love you. We appreciate you.
thank you.
Hit that subscribe. Give us some comments. Check you guys on the next one.
I'll do the pointing.